Okay, Eric. Well, Friday's game was like a tale of two games. You had the first half and the second half. You completely controlled the first half, and they come out. They made their adjustments at halftime, and they made a run at you. Their quarterback, Marcus kid, he did a heck of a job.
Well, you know what? The first half, all I could say is wow. I never expected for our offensive line and for Tyler to come out the way that they did. It was one of the special things that sometimes you get to be a part of. It's pretty cool about the sport that somebody just takes over a game. And our whole thing was keep patient at halftime. Just keep doing what we're doing and whatever. And the second half they came out. They made a great game plan or adjustments at halftime, and they came out first play and they threw a go route to their slot. The thing is honestly, our strong safety was in great position. Link was right where he needed to be, and I told him that over and over and over again. I wish he was a little bit more on the upfield hip, but when you're playing in that space and the receiver can break inside or outside of you, it's hard to, if he would have broken to the outside, Link was on his inside hip. So it's just a hard place, but he was in great position. It was just a great ball, great catch. And then for us to turn around, we fumbled the ball the first play that we had it, and gave them more momentum and gave them more excitement. That's the one thing we talked about is we can't do those things. We can't, when we have control of the game, we can't breathe life into our opponent. We have to continue to execute and do our job. And it doesn't mean that they're not going to make plays. It just means we can't give them plays. If the touchdown, they earned that. It was a great ball. It was a great catch. Everything was perfect about it for them. So great job. But then we got to take care of the ball, and we got to do our job on offense.
For the night itself, the pass defense wasn't all that bad. They made another key pass when I don't know who the defender was.
Yeah.
But the defense was there. It was just a matter of going up and getting it. Again,
going back to the Nolan kid. He's a great quarterback. In fact, I just told somebody he might be one of the best quarterbacks we'll see this whole year. I mean, there's a couple of them in our league that are pretty dang on good, but he's up there with them. And they had some receivers that he placed it right where they needed to. They went and they made the play. We tell our defensive guys all the time, nothing beats a perfect pass, perfect catch. You can't defend a perfect pass, perfect catch. And we're right there. And that's all you can ever ask, and that's why we play the game. I mean, to think that teams aren't going to do those kinds of things that's crazy. So I was very proud of the way we handled it. And even more to me, what was important was when those plays were made, there was no sense of panic with our kids. There was no sense of we're going to lose this thing. It was in fact, there was 2 or 3 times where I didn't need to say a thing. It was our guys pulling on each other and saying to each other, let's go, we're okay, and understanding that we were right there to make those plays. And so there was never a moment where everybody kept talking about the swing of the game. I never thought we were going to lose control of that game. I really did. I thought we created some bad things for ourselves and put ourselves in some spots, but I knew with the mentality of our kids that we were going to be okay.
Tyler Dodd. Yeah. You just can't say enough for that performance there. It took actually the first 3 times he handled the ball, he went for touchdowns.
Yeah,
the one was called back, but still, 2 of them was over 80 yards.
He broke a school record, which has been since 1952, I think, or 1956. 1956 by Frank Boggs. And how cool is that he got to beat a record like that, and such a great player back in the day, and just the way he ran the ball. The thing with Tyler is it's how patient he is. He sets up his blocks. He does things that everybody thinks it's all of his power and his speed. It's not. It's his patience. It's the way he lets the play develop, and he reads it. That allows him to have so much success. I like to say it's all coaching, but that's just all God given, and he's pretty special with that. And again, our offensive line, though, if you watch, and some of our, the one touchdown he scored, here comes our quarterback, Zaid, sprinting down the field, catches up to Tyler, and makes a key block to let him score. And Tyler will be the first to tell you, without those things, he doesn't have the night he has without our guys making those kind of efforts. So it's cool. It's special to see our kids playing for each other the way that they're doing.
Think Claymont will be ready for him Friday night?
I think Claymont will absolutely be ready for him Friday night. I think, to me, we're we're facing probably the most dangerous team we've played thus far. They have a great running back, the Keaton kid. They have a tall, athletic quarterback. Maybe not the best arm in the world, but he's good enough. He's accurate enough, and they've got receivers to go make the plays. And they have an offense and a defense, an offensive line, and then a defense altogether that is probably the most aggressive that we've seen. But that's Claymont. You know, that's their MO. That's who they are, and we know that going into it. I mean, it's not a shock to us that their defense flies around. Their defense is physical. You know, all of our kids understand that this is going to be a physical game, and Tyler's going to have to make plays. Our offensive line's going to have to block their hinds off, and then Zade's going to have to make some plays in our receivers, because if they're going to put 8 in the box, then we're going to have to do other things. So.
Okay, well, nice talking to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck Friday night. I'm quite sure Claymont's going to be ready, and I doubt if they've played their best ball yet, but we'll see. And
they'll be ready to go. They faced 2 really good teams. They faced St. Clairsville, who was second in the state last year, and is a very good team. And then they've played Indian Valley, who was a playoff team last year, and they played them both very tough. So.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Eric, and we'll see you next week.
All right.